Okay, I think it's recording. Sometimes the message comes late. There it is. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for another mindful movement. My name is, again is Courtney Handeland. I'm one of the wellness coaches here at the Waukesha Employee Health and Wellness Center. And I am so glad you decided and were able to join us today. Sadly, our final one for the month, but you will have these recordings on YouTube, all 5 of them, so you can access them at any time and continue to build them into your December calendar. Probably would be a great idea, or span out into other recordings that we have on YouTube. So let's go ahead. Like I said, a couple housekeeping things. If you're just popping on, make sure that you are aware of your space, what capacity your space is giving you today, and your body. So know if your space or your body has any limitations for you today, and make sure you honor those. It's okay if it's different than last week, or even different than yesterday, or even different than 2 hours ago. What adapting and listening and knowing your surroundings is what's important. We will be doing stuff. You'll have the option to do it standing or sitting today. I do have a little bit of balance plan for us that obviously would be standing, but you can, take into account your limitations there as well. Keep a chair or a desk nearby for some of the stuff if you need help or balance. And also we will be doing some stretches where we will use an aid of a chair or a desk. Make sure if you have a chair that rolls, you're kind of aware of what those limitations are about. And lastly, you might want to kick off your shoes. And again, I do have a nice music option for you in the chat box, or if you're listening on YouTube, it'll be in the description box below. So scroll through to find that before we get started here. Okay, so we made it. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Okay, and we're going to start with a little finger breathing meditation. So you can choose to do this standing. If you've been sitting all day, that might feel, or all morning, that might feel nice. Otherwise, you may go ahead and get into a comfortable seat. And you can do this meditation with your eyes closed or open. I guess maybe it depends on how familiar you are, but it might be fun to try it closed, kind of halfway through. Close your eyes and just see how that feels. And it probably will feel different. You'll tap into different senses. So finger breathing, basically what we're going to be doing, step closer here, is we'll trace our fingers with one hand, our hand with a finger, from the opposite hand. So as you trace that finger up, you'll breathe in. And as you trace it down, you'll exhale. Now, obviously my hands are small. So, and I think no matter how big your hands are, you want to focus on going slow. So it's not a quick in and out. It's a nice slow movement. So go ahead and start. Nice inhale as you trace that finger up, and then exhale as you trace it down. And you'll see this next finger is going to give us a little longer inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now go ahead, I invite you to try these last couple with your eyes closed if you'd like. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Awesome. And just for symmetry, and because that doesn't take very long, let's do it again on the other hand. Here, again, you might want to try and close your eyes. If you didn't like that, if you did just try it, then feel free to keep them open. Go ahead, inhale, and exhale down that thumb. Inhale up that pointer finger, and exhale down. Inhale, trying to slow down that inhale, and exhale again, nice. Inhale, see if you can make it just as long, even though that finger's a little shorter. And exhale. Inhale, again, pinky short, but we can still slow that traveling down. And lastly, one slow, long exhale. Awesome. So that's my finger breathing meditation for today to kind of get us in the right space. But it's also just an easy one that you can do at any time you're feeling a little bit stressed, and it doesn't take very long. So let's go ahead and again, I invite you to stand up if you have that capacity today. If you're not already standing, just take a nice breath in, reach those hands up to the sky, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale them down. One more in and up. And exhale it down. Good. Go ahead and lock your hands and push them together, palms forward. And you might want to play with the angle at where you rest your hands. Feel a little different pull in your back, whether it's straight or it's down at a 45-degree. Good. Shake that out. And then let's do the same in the back. So clasping your hands, pushing them back, pulling those shoulder blades together. Again, you can play with the angle at which you are holding hands. Beautiful. Shake that out. And then here we go for our thread the needle. So again, this is where you might want a desk or chair, or you may choose to get down on the floor and do that as well if you have that space. So if this was a flat surface, I'm just going to take my left hand, reach it up to the sky, a little bit of rotation for the spine, and then thread it on through under that right hand. Feel a nice, gentle stretch across that back. Little twist for the spine. Come on up, open it up to the left side. Let's do that one more time. And stretch it through. Beautiful. And kind of back in that all fours, tabletop position. And opening up that right side, go ahead and reach that right hand fingertips to the sky. Like you're grabbing for destiny. And pull it, thread it through. And you can stop wherever's comfortable. It might be on your elbow, or you might be able to go all the way down. And on the inhale, go ahead and pull back through, open back up again to that right side. And exhale, thread it through one more time. Stopping wherever you feel comfortable. Beautiful. Coming back to that tabletop. And then go ahead and stand it up. We're going to do, again, like I said, a little bit of balance work with tree pose. So have something nearby if your balance is a little questionable. Let's start by first just lifting up that left heel. So we can still keep that toe on the ground. You can feel, kind of get a sense for how that balance is. And then if you're feeling good, if you want to try exploring further, you can put that foot on the ankle and noticing how my hips are still facing forward and this left knee is facing out. Feel free to travel that up the leg if you want, just making sure you're not pushing right on that knee. So you can be up high, but I think today I'm going to go right down here. And here again, you can choose to have your hand on something for balance. You might want to have them at heart center, or you might want to grow the limbs of the tree. Stand here for a moment. If you want to challenge yourself, feeling extra zesty today, go ahead and try closing one eye and then the other, maybe both. That's really tricky. And exhale, put it down. Let's try the other side. Again, test, kind of gauge the balance first. On this side, it might be different, very well. So go ahead and first just pop up that heel on the opposite heel. So I'm moving on to my right. See where the balance is at, and then if you're ready, take that foot up. Again, hips are straight forward, pointing out. And if you want, you can move it up the calf, just not right on the knee. And you can have your hands at heart center, or you can grow that tree. And if you're feeling a little zesty, go ahead and close one eye, open and close the other. Maybe close both. You can feel a little wobbly. and bring it down. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to do a squat now, wide squat. So we've got our leg wider, toes are pointing out about 45 degrees. We're going to squat down, let that heat build a little bit. And then take that right arm, reach it up and over. Imagine a straight line. Energy shooting from that right hip, build that right knee. Stack it back up, engaging that core, and then other side. Reaching. Beautiful. Stack it back up. Go ahead and zip up those thighs. And then let's go ahead and just roll down to the front. Stopping wherever you feel you need to. And maybe reaching towards one foot. Back to the center. And reaching towards another foot. Back to the center. And then you can dip a little bit lower. That flat out behind you, and then slowly pull it up, engaging that core. Beautiful. Let's do one more like that. So first we do the squat, and then reaching over with the right hand. Engage that core to stand your body back up. But I'm sorry, in that squatting position, and then reaching over with the front. Engage that core, engage that pelvic floor, pull yourself standing up. And then we roll forward. Softness in the knees. And go ahead and bring your hands each side. Feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Do this. And when you go to roll up, make sure you're engaging that core, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Give me a couple shoulder rolls. Beautiful. And then we're going to do either a seated or standing twist. So if you're standing, it might just look like you're putting your right hand on your hip, towards the back, that lower back. And then that left hand is going to come around and try to meet it. Stopping wherever you feel comfortable. Of course, if you're sitting in a chair, go ahead and we'll switch to the other side. I'll show seated. Reaching both hands back, stopping wherever you feel resistance. Get a little bit of stretch, but not pulling too far that you'll hurt yourself. Beautiful. Let's do one more each direction. Moving with the breath. Inhale back to center and exhale, we twist. Staying here for a breath or two. And inhale, coming back to center. Okay, and figure four, I think we've done it every week, and that's intentional because it's super important. Again, you can do this standing, crossing that leg over and sitting that glute back. You can also do it sitting. This is a little bit of balance work if you are standing. Making sure you're pulling that core in, holding that tummy tight, pulling that belly button in, getting all the muscles around your rib cage to help you with balance. Go ahead and stand up, and then we'll do the other side. I'll show you the seated for that side. So bringing that other leg across, flat back, and the forward. You feel that nice stretch across the back of that leg. Beautiful. Keep breathing. And exhale, standing up or sitting up straight. Let's go ahead and we got one more minute. So we're going to end with just a little centering moment and setting your intention. So sit comfortably or stand. Feel free to close your eyes or set your gaze down. And I just want you to first focus on taking a couple slow, deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And noticing how your body feels. If there are still any places where you're holding tension, Imagine that each inhale is bringing fresh oxygen, calming vibes to that place, that spot where you're holding tension. And each exhale, carrying that tension right out of your body. And I want you to thank yourself for taking time for this today. Take just one last second. Think about what are your intentions for the rest of the day. And when you are ready to have the best Tuesday since last Tuesday, I wish you all a fantastic closing to your November and a peaceful December. That's all. Have a great one, everyone.